Hey, everyone. It is Go Vote Monday. I don't know if there's any more of that early voting bullshit, but go vote. If you haven't voted yet, vote Tuesday. I talked to numerous people today about voting, and I went to Publix. It's like every other block there's a Publix in Florida. And I went and looked at the prices today, the food prices, because I wanted to talk about inflation a little bit, but we're mostly going to talk about the fucking election. But I wanted to talk about inflation. It was outrageous. I was disgusted. I went to the meat section, not the protein section, the meat section, and I looked at ground beef. $8.50 fucking cents a pound. This is for just ground beef. And there was a small Asian lady next to me, and she kept picking up packages, looking at them, setting them down. Picked up another package, looked at it, set it down. Then she looked at me. She goes, "This is crazy. How can people afford to eat?" I was fucking shocked. Over $20 a pound for ribeye steak. $20 a pound. Tell me there's not an inflation problem. I didn't even have to ask who she was voting for. Right? Small Asian lady. Right? She's probably Korean or fuck, I don't know. Anyways, she was like, "I just can't believe this. This inflation's out of control." Oh boy. So I hit the BOGO. I just BOGOed the whole damn store to try and get out of there. And I think I did okay. I tell you, if it wasn't for you guys and helping the show, I wouldn't have as much spam as I have. And we may need a whole lot more spam soon. Hey, I want to thank Mr. Skylight. He sent me, as usual today, just a short while ago, cartoons and memes. And he says, "Help keep patriot humor going. Help keep it going." Definitely, folks, keep your humor. Keep your humor going. We need all we can get. I tell you what, so I've got a lot of funny shit about the election, and it is a very serious election. This is the most consequential, important election ever in the history of the country, I think. Period. Now, this made me fucking laugh. I just kept laughing when I read this one. Oh, get your questions down below. Man is in the house. He's the moderator. He's got the big blue wrench. He's here with us, and he's making sure that everyone gets a comment. Everyone can put you. We are not going to. We're going to count all the comments. All comments count. Anyways, I just wanted to say to NBC, the National Broadcasting Corporation, NBC can go fuck yourself. They can fuck themselves left. They can fuck themselves right. NBC, folks, get this, was forced to air Trump campaign ads. Forced because they violated the equal time rule by having Kamala Harris on Saturday Night Live. And so NBC was forced to air Trump campaign ads during both NASCAR and Sunday Night Football. I guarantee more people saw Trump's commercials. They saw those advertisements for his campaign than people saw for Kamala Night Live and that shit show. I guarantee it. NBC screwed the pooch. They fucked themselves. They fucked Kamala good. Now, what's interesting is I'm like, you know what? I got the 1,001 ad in the mail for politics, and none of them changed my mind. Not even the last one. None of them changed my mind. Right? The ones on the commercial, they don't change my mind. They don't. They're not changing. No, it's done. Not changing my mind. So, I mean, who are they kidding? If there's an ad that'll work, it'll be the one that gets people off their couch and go vote. That's the only ad I think that could work, is telling you, look, this is your last chance to make an impact, to change this country for the better. Go vote. And that's what I'm saying. Go vote. Share the internet address. Shoom. Go vote. Jolene, I want her to release this video, this Monday video. I want her to release it tonight on YouTube and then release it again tomorrow on YouTube. I guess I can send her the message. She's not quite here yet. I want it double. Fuck YouTube. Double release it. Now, folks, the left, the Democrats, the commie fascist suckwads, they are scared to death. They're having serious vag pains right now. In fact, at a Buffalo Bills football game, security came up and told a fan that he cannot wear a Trump t-shirt at the game. Literally, folks. And what did that do? It pissed the guy off, and it's pissed off the entire nation. Once again, America is outraged at the piece of shit NFL and their bullshit. They'll let players take a knee. They'll say, don't stand for the national anthem. They'll play a Democrat black lie anthem. But don't dare be a Trump supporter in the stands. Right? The guy literally came over to the sidelines and threw a fucking fit. Unbelievable. These fucking pussies. Folks, get out and vote. Tell your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your kids, whoever can lawfully vote. Go vote. Folks, get this. I reported about Micah, I lost my shit Brzezinski a few times last week. Well, the Democrats continue to be such desperate, such huge fucking liars that on Morning Joe, right, the host, Little Joe Scarborough, and you can guess why the girls call him Little Joe, and Micah, I lost my shit Brzezinski, guess what they did? You're not going to fucking believe this. They tried to tie Kamala Harris to President Ronald Reagan. They tried saying she's like Reagan. She's as good as Reagan. She's what? Unbelievable. I mean, one of my favorite Reagan quote. And folks, Ronald Wilson Reagan, President Reagan, was able to articulate a political message, a policy message in such a way you couldn't help but both agree with him and like him for it. He was the Gipper. He was the great communicator. Is Kamala the great communicator? Does she make you feel good about America? That's what Reagan did when I was a kid, a boy, 10-year-old boy. I felt good about America. I felt hopeful. Is that Kamala? They literally tried, Little Joe and Micah shit. They tried to say Kamala is the next Reagan. Reagan's number one quote. Let me get to that and then I'll move on. Get your questions down below. I want to know what you guys are thinking today. A lot of people are scared, and you should be. Go vote, go vote, go vote. My favorite quote from Reagan of all time is, well, besides the bombing starts in 15 minutes, but that was just a joke. He said, government is not the answer to our problems. Government is the problem. Will Kamala ever say that? No, she thinks government's the solution, the answer that we've all been waiting for. More government. It is absolutely nuts. Now, I can't even remember if I talked about this yesterday, but it came out yesterday. A completely unhinged camel hoe voter. Is it camel hoe or Kamala? I can't remember. Camel hoe voter. This lady bragged that she's a so-called national security expert. This national security expert, unhinged liberal white woman, verbally attacked a black woman in a Northern Virginia coffee shop. Verbally went after her, berated her, put her down, lectured her. She white-splained her. Oh, man, write that one down, man. White-splained her. I couldn't believe this black lady allowed this white woman, this white liberal, to white-splain her. Actually, she didn't. She actually didn't. She stood up for herself. She very politely, very articulately gave this white liberal anti-American national security expert a piece of her fucking mind. She could have done it a lot more like I would have, but she was very articulate and as polite as could be. But she also had a little bit of temper that was coming up. But she got yelled at because she, the black woman, was supporting Trump. And there were two other women with her at the table, two other white women. One of them had a Make America Great hat on. But they were having a private conversation amongst themselves. And these other two white women had to get involved. These white liberal bitches. Fucking unreal. They're losing their shit because they're losing, period, folks. Period. That one poll that came out and said that Kamala's closed the distance in Iowa. She took Trump's 10-point lead. No. Right? And then this PSYOP company that's trying to do the betting thing, they said, Kamala's tied it up. We're very close. And now it's back apart again. It was bullshit. It's great. Well, folks, the Democrats are losing it. They're losing it. Now get this. Get this. You're going to fucking love this one, right? You've got Bill Gates, arguably the most important jackass to say, I'm leaving the country if Trump wins. Well, you better leave the country, you freaking freak. Right? You better leave the country because I hope the new attorney general goes right after that son of a bitch. But everyone else on the P. Diddy and Epstein list, they're all going to leave. This psycho Democrat podcaster came out today, though, and that's not good enough. Leaving the country is not good enough. She says, I'll drink cyanide live on the air if Trump wins. And as soon as I read that, I started thinking of Gene Wilder in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like anytime someone fucked up in his factory, he's like, no, don't stop. And they get either ejected through the egg chute or turned into a big purple fucking berry or sucked into a pipe with the chocolate. That was Augustus Gloop, right? So as soon as I heard her say, I'll drink cyanide live on the air if Trump wins, I just immediately just went, no, don't, stop. It's not good to do. Fucking idiots. Every last one of them are idiots. I think they should all take lead weights and go swimming. That would be a good idea. Kids, don't try that at home. It's crazy, folks. The cheating is on, though. They're trying to cheat. They're losing all the battleground states. It's getting closer. Then it's getting closer. No, it's not. They lied. Trump is stomping the shit, and I've got it. I will reveal that to you as well. I want everyone to feel good about what is going on in this election. Trump, we know, is stomping her so bad that they may as well not even cheat anymore. I mean, they look at this. They put a black dot in the middle of Kamala Harris's ballots in one area. One black dot that can show up on the scanner and then say, well, you voted for Trump and Kamala Harris, so we have to throw that vote out. Doesn't count. So anyone that votes for Trump, it doesn't count. Anyone that votes for Kamala, they just fill the rest of the circle in. Fucking cheaters. In Kings County, that was in Kentucky. Thank you, Mr. Uman. Uman's on this shit. In Kings County, and I think this is Kings County, California, they folded the ballots. And once they folded it, it put a black mark in the crease. I wonder whose name that showed up on. Once again, right, to benefit their candidate. And they said it takes like 5 minutes a ballot to fucking unfold them properly so that it's not fucking cheating pieces of shit. Democrats are cheating pieces of shit. Now, in Missouri, the Secretary of State, both the Secretary of State and the Attorney General, have filed a lawsuit to block Kamala Harris's Department of Justice, that is to block the feds, from sending their goon squads to polling stations at the 11th hour. What purpose could the Department of Justice from Washington, D.C., what purpose could they serve in the state of Missouri? I'll tell you what it's for. It's to intimidate Republican voters and to do all they can to interfere with, poll watchers, poll observers, lawyers, so that they can fucking cheat. That's what they're there for. That's what they wanted. And so, yes, lawsuit. Get the fuck out. States run their own elections. But they don't care, folks. They are here to cheat. Now, I've been trying to think, trying to remember the Democrat presidential candidate's name. It's Kamala Harris. That's right, Kamala Harris. She's getting her ass kicked. Look, they put her in a school gym. They bust people trying to make it look good. They still couldn't fill a gym. And then she tried doing this. You're going to love this shit. She tried getting a chant going, like fight, 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 or USA, USA. A chant. She tried doing a chant. Kamala did. I'm sorry, Kamala Harris. I want to say both names so I get it right. And it fell on his face. There was zero enthusiasm for her. None. She's not exciting. She's not cool. And someone reported that she is actually paying $200 to everyone to go vote for her. Is that even legal? I'd take the $200 and go vote for Trump. Hey, Kamala Harris, send me $200. I voted for you, you dumb bitch. And the young people out there, the young people are for Trump in a big way. I was very much worried about these fucking centennials and these Gen Zers, but they're coming around and they're coming around good. Kamala is not getting it. Hold off. I'm going to hold off on the urban vote because I got to tell you more. Kamala Harris sent in somebody who is angry, fucking angry. She's bitter and ugly. That's right. Kamala Harris sent in Michelle Michael Obama. She sent her into Pennsylvania. And you know what she did? She tried to smear Trump. That's what the Obama did. Angry, bitter, ugly bitch, making nasty faces. Woo! Not good. It wasn't pretty. And remember what she was like, if they go low, we go high. Remember that bullshit? When they go low, we go high. We're positive message communists. Well, the look on her face looked like she just got, she just caught Barack with another tranny. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe Barack was messing around with his chef, P. Diddy style. And that's why Barack's chef, who was a great chef, apparently, he was also an accomplished swimmer and paddleboarder, but somehow on the Obama estate, he managed to drown in a pond while paddleboarding. An accomplished swimmer drowned in a pond, and he had his fucking paddleboard with him. That's a flotation device. If you forget how to swim, it's kind of like forgetting how to breathe, forgetting how to walk. Anyways, she failed. Michelle is a giant fucking failure. She would have been a great candidate. I would have invited her to fail as well. She'd have probably done better than Kamala Harris, though, because, at least Michelle can string together a couple sentences. But boy, was she just ugly. She looked like she woke up and like she got her nutsack caught on the edge of the bed. Just not good. Like maybe she slammed her dick in the toilet seat. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, I keep looking down to see if I can catch Uman laughing, but he's trying to hide that shit. He's like, I'm laughing at you, you dumb white guy. Now I'm going to give you some more stuff. Wayne Root, a noted mainstream media. I call him mainstream media because he's been around a long time, been in the mainstream. He writes for mostly conservative outlets. He actually claims he saw a new Obama. I'm talking about Barry Soetoro in college at Columbia. In Columbia, folks, look this up. I'm not going to do it for you. I want you to look it up. Some of the biggest communists in government come out of Columbia University. Look it up. Famous Democrats from Columbia University. And they all took the same class, this political fucking class with this super duper freaking communist. I have a funny feeling Uman is not going to look that up and put their fucking names up. Anyways, Wayne Root went there and he says Trump is going to win in a Reagan versus Carter-like electoral landslide. Now, the best polling I've seen that has come out, the best polling I've seen from mainstream media shows Trump winning by either 30 or 40 electoral college points. Other people are saying it's going to be a Reagan-Carter-like landslide. Don't believe it. Go vote, go vote, go vote, and go vote again. But Wayne Root says that over the weekend, the fake news, CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, that they actually committed what he's calling election interference because the polls that they released were bullshit. They were fake. They were lies. Now, I have free speech. You have free speech. Uman, I'm pointing to him. He's on a little screen right down here on my computer. Uman has free speech. I don't believe that the news should have free speech. I think the news should have both sides. What do they call that again? Equal time. They should play a positive message about both sides, and they should criticize both sides. But all they do is fucking lie. That's all they do. They push their agenda and lie. Now, instead of calling it news, if they called the entire broadcast, news broadcast, if they called that an opinion piece, fine. People would be like, oh, I tuned in to listen to their opinion. Okay, then, fine. Wayne Root offered his opinion. I'm reporting his opinion on my opinion show. And you know what? I really feel like Elon Musk has reached out. He's reached out the hand of friendship to John and let me know that citizen journalists are doing a fantastic job getting out news and opinion. We don't need mainstream media anymore, except to make fun of them and point out that they're a bunch of hypocritical fucking liars. But it's us citizen journalists. That's me. It's Uman. It's you guys for participating, digging stuff up, and spreading the word through social media. We don't need ABC, CBS, NBC News. No. There's even citizen journalists that are all over the planet. In fact, one American citizen journalist was in Ukraine, was arrested by Volodymyr Zelensky and murdered by his country, his regime. His wish was to have that man killed. And he died as a citizen journalist over in Ukraine trying to get some facts. Now, everyone I think here, and correct me if I'm wrong, everyone has heard of Real Clear Politics, right? Everyone's heard of that. They're a pollster. Real Clear Politics. I don't believe them, right? But this is from the Gateway Pundit, and this is huge, folks. Huge from the Gateway Pundit. And it says, here's the news headline: Trump leads in Real Clear Politics averages for the first time, meaning he's not just fighting in there with Kamala Harris. There we go. Trump is winning. He's pulling ahead. He's doing better and better as we get closer and closer, as they count more and more ballots. You know, when I went to the polls, I voted. I slid the card in through the fucking reader. The vote card, done. Counted. In Maricopa County, Arizona, that is run by a bunch of scumbag Republicans. They're not real Republicans. They're Democrats who call themselves Republicans. They're saying that they won't get all of their ballots scanned. Maybe by Friday. It's really fucking easy. You take it from this thing and you put it in that thing, you're done. That's not how they do it there. They want to make sure to read, oh, that's a Trump ballot. I bet they'll throw it away. They're that fucking scummy, folks. Anyways, Trump's numbers with Real Clear Politics are exceptional. They are exceptional. This is how Gateway Pundit called it. The numbers are exceptional. Better than with Hillary and Joe Biden. So his numbers with Real Clear Politics are better than Hillary, better than Joe. Remember, Joe was getting his ass kicked by Trump. It was the election worker, those who count the ballots, that won the election. They're the ones that won the election. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Now, before we get to the end here, Chin Music sent me a, and it's not even a meme. It isn't. This actually happened. Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff. I'm surprised he didn't change his name to Harris. We know she didn't take his name because, well, she's never had children. She really doesn't know what it's like to be a normal human being because she never has been one. Kamala Harris. This is a quote from her husband, who went up on stage at one of her stupid, unattended rallies. This is what he fucking said about his own wife, Kamala Harris. Quote, Kamala did what Kamala always does. She put her head down and went to work. I read that, but Chin Music wanted to make sure that I quoted it proper. It is truly one of the greatest unintentional admissions of all time. Freudian slip. Mm-hmm. Kamala did what Kamala always does. She put her head down and she went to work. She went to work with Willie Brown. She's gone to work to everywhere she's gone. That's what she does. That's what she always does, according to her husband. She puts her head down and she goes to work. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. But believe it, I'm telling you. Vote Trump. Dump Kamala with the garbage. That's I tell you, the Trump garbage truck. I can't wait to see these fucking people crying. Oh, the sweet, sweet liberal tears that are going to flow. They're going to flow. They're going to flow. Let's do this. Man, we're going to flip on over to the inner circle. That's the part of the show where you guys get your questions right here on the screen if you're live Monday through Friday, but especially today and tomorrow, it's going to be all election. Come Wednesday, it's going to be all SHTF fallout from the election. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I've got people letting me know they're not going to work Wednesday, maybe not even tomorrow. You wouldn't believe the people I've been talking to. Let's do this. Let's see if we can stay on target. Focus. Let's talk about what's on your minds on the Prepared Mind channel. Woo! All right. I really want to see Uman's thoughts. Lots of thoughts out there. Get them in, folks. Get your thoughts in. We've got a lot to discuss. Go vote, go vote, go vote. All right, Uman, let's start it off, dude. I'm very, 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 very positive about the national outlook. And Uman says the reports in Chicago are that early voting is down by 30%. 30%. And lots more Republicans than previous elections. And I'm glad you brought this up. I think somehow the internet lost one of the stories I wanted to talk about. And that is that all urban areas, Kamala, the Democrats, are losing. They're losing. That's their strong point, right? Remember on that national map, all the little blue dot areas, those are cities. The rest of the fucking country looks like Clint Eastwood painted it fucking red, like he did in High Plains Drifter, I think was that movie. Fucking painted the town red. That was fucking great. Anyways, the country, right? But those blue dots right now in Chicago, down 30%. And of the people that are voting, there's more Republicans. I wonder, could that be Latinos? Could that be blacks? Could that be Democrats that said, you know what? Fuck the Democrat Party. We're sick of their shit. They're fucking liars. We're coming off their retarded plantation. I think so. I really think that's a lot of it. And the fact that it's down 30% is because there is not the enthusiasm there used to be for Kamala Harris. She puts her head down and she goes to work every single day. She's got her head down, going to work. What a Harris. But yeah, this is incredible. I think Uman is the only one, or I should say Chicago is the only one that's released a figure. I haven't caught any other figures. I've just heard that the Democrats are panicking. They're absolutely panicking because they're not getting the turnout of the urban vote. Now, how did they win last time? Well, I wouldn't call it a win. What do they normally do in the Democrat Party? They drive buses around and they go and they pick up everyone they can in the urban cities. They go grab the homeless. They offer them food, money. Get on the bus. You're going to go vote. That's right. People that can't vote, right? That they didn't already get to vote. And I'm not talking about the dead and pets and underage. I'm talking about people that can still vote and walk into the polling place and vote. I don't think they're going to show up. I think a lot of them already have. Uman says heavy Jewish population as well. And Uman says, could it be they're tired of handling the whole situation, or they're tired of the handling of the whole situation in Israel, Gaza as well? Well, it's interesting. It could be. I mean, Kamala, she's not a flip-flopper. She's just a flat-out fucking liar. A liar. In Muslim states or Muslim districts, she goes up there and she praises Palestine. She praises Hamas. And then she goes to an area with a Jewish population and she's like, yay, Israel, we're on your side. I tell you, you know whose side I'm on? The side of peace. I don't like what's going on, but I also see terrorism being fucking wiped out. There's a lot of people that think, and they're out there, that Israel, that they're the terrorists. You know, that's their fucking fight over there. I'm tired of being part of it. I don't like the fact that they're sending over missile cruisers, U.S. Navy missile cruisers, right? Blue Water Navy going over there, sitting off the coast. It is an Armageddon hotspot. Not good. But yeah, the Jews, they're not happy. In fact, there was actually, I can't remember if it was New York City, but it was a big city. The Jews started singing a song in Yiddish praising Donald Trump. I found that to be quite hysterical and funny. They fucking a song praising Trump. I tell you, folks. I tell you, I don't know what to make of these backward ass fucking peoples from around the world that think it's okay to have sex with children. Right? They're in Israel, they're in Palestine, they're in Hollywood, they're in Washington, D.C. I don't like any of them. There's an awful lot of evidence that says these are some sick fucking people. I'm tired of it. I don't care who they are, if they think they're the blessed people or whatever. I mean, look, another one of these dumb fucking Palestinians came out and said, we're not going to quit until every Jew is dead. And so, right? And so we will spill every drop of Palestinian blood in our efforts to it's like, yeah, and that's what you're getting. I'm a peaceful man. Look out, folks. The people in charge don't want peace. They don't. Once people get some authority, they want to rule other people's lives. Why is it so hard to leave other people alone? Leave their property alone, leave their money alone, leave their lives alone, leave their children alone, leave their fucking squirrels alone. That's right. That's right. I went to my office today. I sat at the boardroom table. Jim, come on, John. I sat at the boardroom table. We waited for everyone to show up and sit down. And the operations manager went to speak. I said, hold on. We need to have a moment of peace. And everyone looked at me like, what the fuck is John going to do here? I said, we need a moment of peace. We need a moment of peace for Fred the raccoon and Peanut the squirrel. And everybody looked at me and then they said, yeah, moment of peace for Peanut. Right? It was fucking funny. But that united everyone at the table because I looked at the couple people that I'm pretty sure are Kamala voters. Right? And Peanut the squirrel it is. Anyways, yeah, poor Peanut. Poor little Peanut. He was a great spokesman for squirrels and squirreldom and squirrelhood. And it's okay, man. I know you love Peanut. And there's this gas station down here in the South called Buc-ee's. I don't know if you guys know about Buc-ee's. Their fucking mascot's a beaver. And I looked at her and I said, and this girl really likes Buc-ee's. She even wears a shirt with a Buc-ee the beaver on it. And I said, don't laugh. I said, first they came for the raccoons, and then they came for the squirrels, and next they'll come for the beavers. You got to be careful. And HR did not say a fucking word. All right, let's do this. Let's have some more fun. What do you guys want to talk about? And it's Orlando from up north, not North Florida. He's not in Orlando, Florida. He's up north. He says, John, maybe when this is all over and Kamala Harris, loses, we can actually hook her up with a job as the French fry czar. Oh, brilliant, man. Brilliant. She should start getting used to saying, you want fries with that? I tell you what, man, Orlando, Kamala has been a hard worker her whole life. Her whole life. Yep. We've all seen the picture of her in her McDonald's outfit. Yeah, it was a fucking lie, but worked at McDonald's as a kid. And we've all seen the pictures of her pre-Montel Williams wearing lingerie and hosiery in public. And boy, you want to talk about looking like a hoe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the rumors are, and these are the rumors, that she was allegedly a prostitute. Now, her husband, Doug Emhoff, her husband comes out and said, Kamala does what she always does. She puts her head down and she goes to work. I'm thinking that rather than go back to McDonald's, which she never worked at, according to McDonald's, and goes back to putting her head down, she'll make a lot more money. Yep, she could probably even get hired by a law firm. She doesn't have to know anything. They'll just get Democrat customers, clients in the law firm. Woo! Yeah, she's got a lot of ways she can make money still. But French fries that just has a really good ring to it. I mean, maybe some fast food chain could really capitalize on that with their marketing. That's right. That's right. Every scoop of fries will have some extra fries in there, some illegal fries, because that's how Kamala rolls. Anyways, Orlando, I want to thank you for bringing some humor in this. As Mr. Skylight suggests, we need to keep the patriot humor going, keep the enthusiasm, the excitement, keep it going, folks. Go vote, go vote, vote. You, your wife, your kids, your parents, your friends, your family, your coworkers, call them on the phone and ask them, did you vote? Now, look, with my clients today, well, one of them asked me, John, did you vote? I was like, yeah, Brian, I voted, man. You fucking know better. I love that guy. But another one, right? I said, we got this handled. We're taking care of stuff. Joe, did you vote? He goes, yeah, I voted, man. Did you vote? I was like, oh, hell yeah, I did. Anyways, anyways, I make sure everyone I talk to, I told them to go vote. Even people, even people that I suspected of not wanting to talk about politics. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they're ashamed. Everyone's voting. I'm making sure everyone look, Florida is going to be, they're just going to paint the whole state red. It is going to be Trumpville. It doesn't matter. I'm telling everyone, go vote. Even though Trump has got this and stomping this, it is go vote time. All right, Mr. Uman, let's have some more fun. And it's Badass Diving Frog. And he says, John, one of my friends broke my heart today when he said he was voting for the hoe, Kamala Harris. When things set off, I have no other choice but to turn my back. I hear you. I will not help a Democrat if we have riots, chaos, curfews, looting, arson, people running for their lives, screaming as if they were a squirrel running from animal control. I got you, Uman. Yeah. My answer will be go fuck yourself. These are the people that you guys hired. These are the people that you guys supported. These are the people that you wanted out there causing trouble. These are your people. Go fuck yourself. And if you don't like that answer, you can go all the way down the street, turn left, then turn right again, and keep going until you hit the Gulf of Mexico. And then you can go fuck all the way off there. It's a long way from here. That's a long ass walk to get to the Gulf, but they can fuck off. I will turn my back on them. I will. My neighbors, go fuck yourselves. Period. They knew better at the start. They knew better all the way through. I feel bad for other people that I know. Their spouses voted for Kamala Harris, so their Trump vote got canceled. But still, I'd rather have every Kamala Harris vote canceled than to not have enough votes to cancel them. Now, once again, when I first moved down here to the South, I looked around, and the voting district I looked in, I was like, holy shit, it's actually blue here in the South. Couldn't believe it. By the end of the next cycle, the whoever's in charge of voting, right? Whoever's in charge of tracking all that shit for the county I was in, it came back and it was red. It had been converted to red in one year, from the presidential election to the 2022 election. Anyways, now I'm down here in Florida, and it is strong red, folks. Strong red. I love it. But, still, I went and looked. 4 out of 10 are Democrats. 4 out of 10 are Democrats. Now, how many of those Democrats decided to vote Trump because they've had enough of this shit? Probably some of them. How many of these blue votes won't even go vote because Kamala Harris is a washed up has-been who puts her head down and goes to work, just like she always does, right? They're not enthusiastic about having Kamala Harris as the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, the United States military. Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody wants that. Except these idiot white liberal women and these fruitcake basket case mofos. And there's a lot of them. A lot of these Xanax, antidepressant, wine drinking losers and white men for Harris. I have yet to meet a white guy who's told me he's voting for Kamala Harris. And one of my job sites today, I made sure to give everyone, well, that particular job site was plumbers. And I said, all right, guys, you guys go vote. Don't make me make fun of you. It was some funny shit. Funny shit. If any of them were going to go vote for Kamala Harris, they weren't going to say a fucking word to me. They just know better, I think. It's not like I would fire him. I wouldn't fire him. No, wouldn't fire him. Wouldn't fire him. I'd just say, okay, dude, that's your right. Go exercise your right. Go vote. Go vote. I want everyone to vote. I want the world to know what America thinks politically. I want all Americans to know what we think politically. Is this country 40% stupid? 40% retarded? Is it 48% retarded? We're going to find out, folks. They're out there. All these fucking illegals are trying to vote. They are. They're getting caught. They're getting stopped. They're getting kicked out. In Arizona, the jackass in charge of releasing information so they can stop the illegals refused. He said, yeah, okay, I got your court order. I'll release the names in December. They went back to court, and the judge said, look, you worthless piece of shit motherfucker. No, he didn't say that. That's my paraphrase. He said, you will release them immediately. Immediately. Now, the trick is that soon enough? Can they stop it? Can they remove those votes? I don't know. I really don't know, folks. I just know that we've got one hell of a fight in front of us. Okay, well, hey, get a question out. Okay, we got Big Country, and he's got the Lord Humongous as his as his what do you call those things? Avatar. He says, Big Country says, for John, kids' school booked overnight field trip of all days tomorrow. Think tension will make it all till weekend? No, the tension will not make it to the weekend. It'll be immediate. Not real thrilled about the giant yellow Target full with little protection. The giant yellow Target meaning a school bus. I am going to tell you this, Big Country. I would not be enthusiastic about letting my kids go anywhere if I was a father with children in this election. I wouldn't be thrilled about it. I wouldn't be happy. In fact, I probably wouldn't let them go. But I will say this, they're children. I don't think the extreme loser asswipes out there are going to attack a school bus. They want to attack people like me. You know what was interesting is the other day Kamala was speaking, Kamala Harris, and she was speaking in front of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, linemen. And down here in Florida, I can't tell you how grateful I am for the linemen that came down here and fixed this fucking state in record time. You know, first we had a massive smash from Hurricane Helene, and then we got a massive frontal, we got a fucking glancing blow, and then we got a fucking straight left to the fucking nose by Hurricane Milton, and the fucking linemen were here and they kicked ass. Fucking love them, right? So the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, they're a union. They're the union for the linemen. And they were at a Kamala Harris rally. And I'm sure they got their most enthusiastic supporters. They didn't look all that excited to be there. I mean, they may be strong Democrats or they may be strong Republicans, but I think it would be the Democrats that would probably go to a Kamala Harris rally. But as much as they're a Democrat, they didn't look like they're happy there. And it's been interesting that all the unions out there, they're saying they're voting for Trump. A lot of the members are speaking up loud. And in fact, several unions did come out and endorse Trump. I think that's fucking great. American jobs going overseas. I bet the union workers would like to pay less taxes or have no taxes. Who wouldn't want that? You want to talk about a boost to the bottom line, right? Once again, I went shopping today and was shocked at the price of food. Fucking shocked. For a half rack of pork ribs, $12. Half rack, not a long full rack. And I picked it up and looked at it, and they were thin. They were not big fucking meaty ones. They were thin ass ribs. I was like, you got to be kidding me. The inflation, the Kamala Harris inflation, yikes. And I do not believe that Publix and grocery stores, I don't think your Piggly Wiggly, I don't think your Kroger is gouging us. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think they're gouging us, right? Kamala was saying that supermarkets are gouging us, and she's going to stop it. Really? Only if we elect her president. All right, man, let's do some more, man. Who's up next? We got Bump. Thank you, Big Country. I'm glad you checked in. Thanks for sponsoring the channel by being a premium member. And man says, saw lots of reports today about stores in major downtown areas boarding up and fences going up in D.C. Keep your eyes and ears open tomorrow, folks. And guess what? Kamala Harris put a fence around the vice president's residence. That's right. She put up a wall. Unfucking believable. Walls are racist. She should be inviting people into her house. She should. Oh, it's incredible, folks. Right. Yep. New leaked memo confirms Democrats' alarming turnout crisis in key battleground states. It's a crisis now, according to the Democrats and their memos, folks. Truly, it's a crisis. Man, what do you got next? What do you got next? And it's Orlando. Orlando. Man, here we go. He says, hey, I guess Monica's back. But is she on her back? Right? And somebody misquoted the facts, and one of the best fact checks ever. Right? Someone did a post on Twitter X, said Monica Lewinsky's back. Right? She was violated in the ass by a cigar with Clinton, and he spooged on her dress. Right. And the fact check was, no, that's wrong. He did not put the cigar in her ass. He put it in her vagina. That was Bill Clinton. That was Bill Clinton, folks, with Monica Lewinsky. And Orlando says she's rearing her ugly Democrat mouth again. She's looking to blow things out of proportion again. And yes, much like Kamala Harris, Monica Lewinsky knew how to put her head down and go to work. Unbelievable, folks. Thank you, Orlando. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Ah. No, the reactions, they went around to people at Kamala that had Kamala Harris's signs. They went to rich white liberal houses, and they had guys who look like they're from south of the border, and the man posed as a Harris staffer, a Kamala Harris staffer. He showed up and said, "Hey, we're glad you're supporting Kamala Harris, and we would like you to welcome these men here. They're going to come stay with you because they're illegals and they need a place to stay. And we know that you support Kamala Harris." Absolutely hilarious. And folks, the Republicans and Trump, they're really pushing for the win. They really are. They're really pushing for the win. Trump is dropping positive messages in his commercials because Democrats have gone low and he's going high. Yeah, that would be Michael Obama right there. When they go low, we go high. What have they done? They've called you deplorable. They've called you and said, no, wait, that's too generous. You're worse than that. They've said that we're white supremacists. Even if you're black, you're a white supremacist. How the fuck does that even work? Unbelievable. They've said that you're Nazis. They've said Trump is a Nazi, that Trump is Hitler. They said he's Hitler-esque. And then they said, no, wait, he's Hitler. They've compared him to Hitler. They've called him Hitler. Talk about going low. But Trump's commercials are positive. They're explosively positive. He's calling for freedom. I can't believe it. 8 years ago, I said, why aren't we talking about freedom, liberty, our rights, the Constitution? So freedom over tyranny. Trump's closing ads as the campaigning comes to an end here features Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, Vivek Ramaswamy, J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, and they're delivering a powerful message to America. This is our country. This is our country. It's our country. Unbelievable that we have to worry about cheating. We have to worry about illegals that Kamala let in. We have to worry about election boards shutting down the elections and cheating behind closed doors. Last time they put boards, cardboard newspapers over fucking windows. They closed and kicked everyone out and said they're closing for the night. And all the Republicans went home, all the observers. And then they opened everything up and started shoving ballots through fucking machines all night long. And then they turned the machines back on and showed all the Joe Biden support. Unfucking believable that that's what they are willing to do. That's how important their power is to them, folks. This is a Democrat war right now. We're at war with them. It is a paper war. It is an election war. And I need you to get out and vote. I don't want you to cheat. I don't want you to hurt anything. I want votes for Trump. Votes for Trump. He's now talking about freedom and liberty. He's protecting our country. He wants to get rid of or lower taxes like you wouldn't believe. He's got Elon Musk to cut the spending. You can't just do tax cuts. You've got to cut the fucking spending. And that's what he's talking about doing. Everything we want from the federal government. Get out of our lives. Get out of our pockets. protect the border, and project an image of strength and decency to the world. That's what we want from our federal government. Folks, I love you all. God bless you. Semper Fi. Go vote. Go vote. And Godspeed to you all.